Okay, now skills for better reading, page 42. History of soccer. How far back can the history of soccer be traced? The people of ancient Egypt played or kicked the ball game of sorts. In China, too, people enjoyed a game similar to soccer. In Japan, during the Heian period, noble enjoyed playing kemari, kicking a ball in the country courtyard of their homes. Modern soccer is said to have been born in England, where it has traditionally been called football. The present soccer style took form there during medieval times. At first, players used a ball made of pixel bladder. People were divided into two teams or fought to score a goal. This original and traditional style of football is still played in some England villages during festival times. Football was often unwelcome to authorities because of its links with violence. However, by the 19th century, football began to be accepted by elite public schools, although later rugby replaced football in such schools. The current rules were set in the middle of the 19th century. Since then, soccer has spread throughout the world and is now very popular. Ooh, brother, score goal, original, and welcome to authority public school, set a place rugby. Uh-huh. Anyway, okay, can get away? The Second World War in Japan. It is said that there are no ifs in history, however. Haven't you ever wondered what Japan would be like if we had won the Second World War? The following outlines how the Second World War affected Japan. At the beginning of the 20th century, Japan was developing economically and military following on the success of the Meiji Restoration. To compete with the European countries, the government started to strengthen the nation, which led to militarism. Japan poured all its efforts into becoming a militaristic totalitarian country. It started the Second World War on a par with the Germany and Italy, but as history shows, Japan was defeated and forced to surrender in 1945. This defeat has brought many changes to Japan. First, the Japanese lifestyle has been rapidly modernized and westernized. American cultural influences have been particularly great. Second, the concept of Western democracy has been introduced, and the political system has been changed under the new constitution. Third, under this new constitution, Japan announced that it would abandon war as a means to solve international conflicts. Fourth, by supporting the USA and other developed countries, Japan has succeeded in introducing newer technology. This has made Japan the highly industrialized country it has become today. It is also true that by placing itself under the protective umbrella of the United States, Japan didn't need to spend enormous sums of money on the military and could concentrate on investing in its own development and improvement. It has been more than 60 years since the Second World War ended. It is true that we have lost many things due to the Second World War. However, it may also be true that Japan has gained a lot from its defeat in the war. Japan is now enjoying economic prosperity, probably in exchange for that painful period. In May 1998, a group of 11 European countries who already constituted the economic bloc of the European Union agreed to adopt a common currency, the euro. How will Europe change as a result of the strengthening of economic and political ties? This many unification is primarily intended to benefit member countries economically. The EU now forms the second largest economic bloc in the world. Unification has reinforced its power to compete against the American and other economic blocs. This economic unification will bring about cultural unification too. As there are no borders inside the EU, people can move freely between nations. There will be more chances for contact with each other, and the common language will probably be English. Under one language, Europe will become more united culturally. How far will the EU expand in the future? If cultural unification is important, it might be safe to limit membership to the only European countries with similar cultural backgrounds. Anyway.